Closed captioning of Fishing Saskatchewan has been provided by Great Western Brewing Company. Please enjoy responsibly. Fishing Saskatchewan is brought to you by The Fishing Hole, North Sask Farm Equipment, Alumacraft Boats, and Evinrude.
70 years of making the industry standard in aluminum boats. At Alumacraft, we are committed to building the dreams of our customers. Whether it's a hardcore fisherman or joining your family for a great day on the water. From shallow water John boats to 20-foot deep V's suited for big waves. Alumacraft's exclusive 2XB hull with double-plated aluminum from bow to stern offers the quietest and softest ride available. At Alumacraft, it's all about families. Fishing forever.
When I entered, you hope. I mean, you know, you throw a competition entry in and you think, come on, wouldn't that be good? And I said to Rob, look, I've entered this competition. If I win it, it'll be awesome. Like, and he's saying, well, what is it? And I sent him the link. And yeah, watching you guys catch pike and walleye and, you know, the carp fishing one and trout, and it's just fantastic. I mean, the scenery. We haven't got any. We've got some nice scenery. And don't get me wrong, I love England and we've got some nice scenery, but we haven't really got a great outdoors as such that's as good for fishing as it is here, you know.
Well, day two is a little cooler.
Yep.
A little bit more bounce in the water.
A little more fish on the screen.
Yep. Yeah, we've got good indicators today. I think we're gonna have a good day. Sitting right on our spot.
Whew. Seen lots of fish on the underwater camera yesterday.
Yeah, more than I thought we were going to.
A couple of surprise fish too.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's gonna be beauty. So.
Give that a little kiss for luck. Come on, the dollar.
Off we go. Bring it on.
Mike's had it. Right. What depth do we want? What depth do we want, Smitty, do you think?
Nice, nice. Reel down, reel down, reel down. There you go.
That one's on. All right, Alan.
Yeah, we're good. Good man. Now we're cooking. Come on, Mr. Pikey. Look at the colours on that.
That is a nice fish.
That's beautiful.
That's
look.
bigger than I thought it was.
Wow. He's got his autumn colours on, look. He's got his autumn coat on, look.
That is a thick fish. Holy crap. There we go.
Whoa. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. What a start. How's that? Good morning. Morning, mate. Oh, yeah. Little kiss and a cuddle. Bosh. Good morning. Thanks, mate. That was wonderful. What a start to the morning.
Yeah. Doesn't compare to the ones you get back home.
It doesn't really. I mean, we catch pike at home, but nothing like the size and the, you know, you'll catch fish like that, but it's hard. You'll sit all day, bite alarms, wrapped up, food, bivvy, television, internet. Yeah, it doesn't compare like with home fishing. It's totally different. This is wild. The fish are wild. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Honestly, trip of a lifetime. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Yes, baby!
Oh, that might be a cradle.
Oh!
Right here, Alan.
That's on your bait runner.
Yes, mate. That's your English. Oh, I can get him in the net for sure. Come on, baby. Let's have you airborne. Oh, nice. Oh, stay in there. Oh, come on, baby. Hey. Lovely little snapper to start with there.
Nice work, buddy, on the English rig. Nice work. Maybe these guys do know how to fish, Smitty.
Yeah. Nice pike. First
On the
cast, eh?
First cast, told you, the lure
All the
of
way
death.
from the UK. All right.
Well, that's somebody phoning me to congratulate me. How good's that? How wonderful's the internet? Yeah, but I've answered that. It's cost me a £5 now. Oh, $10 later. And it's a customer.
Your fans calling already?
Yeah, already. How
didn't
good's the
take long.
internet, didn't it? No, actually, it was my sponsor asking, like, show that lure again. Yeah, the lure. Yeah, first cast, mate. I'm not casting it out again because I don't want to spoil a good thing. But thanks for calling. Send me through the next batch of 100. Cheers, mate.
Good job, Alan.
It's all I've ever known.
Yeah.
You know, my pictures of my first fish, well, of me with a fish, I'm sitting in a high chair with a trout in front of me that my dad had brought home. And like Alan says, you know, you want pictures of your kids. Well, in our family, that's pictures of fish.
Yeah.
When my my sister now, she'll say to Dad, I've looked through all the family photographs. Why have you got 3,000 pictures of Robert and 4 of me? He says, because you don't go fishing. Nice fish.
There we go. Get this out of the way.
Huh?
Drop.
Catch and release. They call him catch 'em, catch 'em, catch 'em, release them. No one can see them faster than he. Come on, Sam, and again.
All right.
Oh, this one's staying on.
Wish a death that was. Should
Well
never have
past
said
the
that.
required 8 seconds.
Just tell me
Still
when.
got time, Pike. You do realise it's Rob. You do know all your mates are going to laugh at you. They're all going to laugh.
Oh, I'm through the net. Through the net.
No, he's through. Here, hold that Neil.
He tried, didn't he? Oh, catch and release Rob. He had the best go.
That's me happy.
On the swim bait. Look at that. Fire Tiger swim bait. Steve would be proud.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Go on. Wow, he's a good one.
Let your rod do the work. Just keep that tip up out of the water there. It's going to be a good one. Here's our lead. You're going to have to lift way up because that lead.
Oh, there's one chasing behind us. You see that pipe? Yeah. Right there. Look at the
Oh,
size
no,
of
it's
that
a
pipe.
bird. No, it's a bird. That's a loon.
Is that a bird?
Yes, a loon, yeah.
Oh, beauty.
That's what I said. I'm hoping the loon don't get it.
Right
Wow.
behind. That's a beautiful walleye.
Oh, that is absolutely stunning. That's gorgeous, isn't it? That's fantastic.
fish.
Oh yeah.
First walleye.
Oh yeah. It's wonderful. You think, Rob? Beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah. That's a walleye. It's a heavy fish. Yep.
That's a nice one. That's a very nice fish.
No catch and release this time.
Get him up here.
Oh, yes! Nice! Atta boy! Good job, Rob. There you go.
One happy angler.
Nice work. Can you open the bail there on that drill?
Yeah, we're good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's pretty close to the same size.
Yeah.
Mine's a little bit bigger.
There you go.
Actually, I think it's a little bit smaller if we're, you know.
If we're going to get competitive, which we are.
Nice.
Oh, yes.
That's a nice fat walleye.
That's beautiful. The colours in that are spectacular.
They fight a lot different than the pike, eh?
Get your fin up. Get your fin up.
I'll just put my finger behind it.
No, do it on a bounce.
Nice. Beautiful color.
So how does that compare to Xander fishing?
Xander comes in like a wet paper bag.
They don't fight.
They don't fight. That's a fight.
Until you get them on the bank, and then they go crazy. So yeah, that was me. That was me nudging that.
8 feet of water.
Okay.
Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish.
Today's ice anglers need to be efficient, and HT offers a huge selection of premium ice tackle designed to meet virtually every application. Whether you fish bluegills, crappie, perch, stocked trout, whitefish, walleyes, pike, or lake trout, HT has what it takes to make you consistently successful.
Nothing beats ice fishing. Nothing.
When we went out the first day, and you brought out that,
The inline camera, yeah.
I mean, set the bobber up on it. I mean, that was spectacular. I mean, you missed the first bite on it, didn't you? It just come up and
Thursday, I mean, it was pretty good fishing. We had quite a few to the boat, and we did pretty well. We got some nice fish, but we did have that camera down only for about 2 hours, and we fished all day. 10 hours on the water, yeah. We had that camera down for about 2 hours, and we had 2 or 3 bites.
I think we had two. We had 2 bites on it.
But later that night, when we turned to watch the footage, I was surprised how many fish we had.
I was amazed. I was amazed.
After watching things like that, it changes the way you approach your fishing. It has to. It has to. It's the next best thing to actually be down there with a pair of goggles and watching them. Yeah. You know, and to see the different ways different fish approach your bait, what's scaring it. Yeah. Why isn't he taking that bait? They come up and nudge it, or they come up and grab it and then let it go.
And the one was circling around it like he was upside down, just like the walleye did. And then that other pike was looking at it, backing up, going forward, backing up. And
that was the thing, when you saw all the fish coming up from underneath, and we've got all our hooks top mounted because we're hanging the baits, and the fish are coming up from underneath and grabbing it, pulling it, letting it go, and you'll see the float move, but you haven't got a hook anywhere near the fish. And when I come back in, I changed my rigs.
You did.
And we tied them so that the fish were lying head down, and then when the fish comes up, it's got a hook right in front of it with the head of the fish there, and it goes for the grab. The float goes under. This time when you pick it up and reel into it, you've got a fish on. Yeah. Rather than just bringing back a bait with a set of teeth marks in.
And it goes to show, day 2, I don't know that we had any more bombers go down, but we put way more fish in the boat.
Definitely, definitely. On the smaller baits, that gave us a huge advantage. Yeah. A huge advantage.
Do you think those pike knew? Do you think they knew there was a hook in it, or do you think it was just the way they were hitting that bait? Well, the ones that we had on camera that came up I just took the middle, pulled it, and ejected it, and because we didn't land anything on it, did we? No. We just saw them, and we saw 5 or 6 different pike, 2 at a time coming up, and nudging it and looking at it, but the ones that hit the middle of the fish where there was no hook. I mean, are they doing that because they know, or is that just the way they're hitting it? Yeah.
I don't know that they see or identify the hook or be able to translate it into anything that can't have that. That's dangerous. But when you look at the presentation on that underwater footage, the line is very obvious. The hooks are very obvious. Yeah, it was like, and they're taking it. We're also using, and you guys switched your floats as well. We're using fairly sturdy bobbers, and when the pike was gonna grab that bait and pull it down, there's quite a bit more resistance with the bobbers that we were using the first day, right? And they feel that. Normally when they're taking a live bait, if they're eating a live fish, whatever, they're gonna feel something, but that feels different. It just feels pulling back, right? So that might be a reason that they were dropping a lot as well.
Yeah. I'd like to see how they approach it the way we're rigging them now.
Yeah.
You know, the next time we're out, I want to have baits hanging head down and see how they hitting the bait. Yeah. Because that's what we don't know now. We know we're having more fish with it, but are they coming from underneath and taking it the way we think we're presenting it, or will they still come from the side and grab the belly? Yeah. You know, we've now put hooks down that side so we're catching them, but we don't know how they're hitting it.
I think the most interesting thing with having that camera down is, I mean, we caught good fish on the first day, but we're used to catching more a lot of times out in this spot. Kind of, we're talking back and forth in the boat that maybe they're just not feeding actively, and maybe there's just not that many around right now. We're waiting for the Cisco spawn, which is what's bringing the pike and the big walleye into that area. And, you know, we're kind of throwing around the idea of, well, maybe there's not a lot around. But when you throw that camera down, and like I said, that camera was down for 20% of the time in one location. We got 4 baits out, and we've got one location where maybe there's not that many around. When you see on the camera, just at 20%
well,
of the time.
For that day, we saw more fish on the camera than we did in the boat.
In the boat,
That's right. But then what's that camera done to you now, though? What's it done? I mean, if you didn't have that camera and you went out and, like you say, they're just not feeding today. They're all lying on the bottom. They're not moving because they're waiting. They're not here, but they are here. So yeah, they're there. They're there. They're looking at it. They're there laughing at you. I mean, you know,
and that's what we did day 2, and we came in day 1. We watched the video. And we made some adjustments on the rigs,
and it did make a difference. Yeah. And that's technology, though, isn't it? Yeah. That's how it helped us. In one day, we learned. Hang on, you know, these fish they're not as silly as we think. No. But it teaches people. I mean, like the anglers here, it teaches them to vary it. Yeah. Vary it. If you're not catching something, change it. There's a reason. There's a reason you're not catching it.
Our partner Steve, who's not here. And that's one of his philosophies. He washes most of the hooks in the tackle box. He's rarely settled for one lure if he doesn't change it every hour. Yeah. And you know, the interesting thing is, whether the fishing is good or bad, he'll have something on that's gangbusters, that's working, you know, every 3rd, every 4th cast we're getting a fish on it. He's taking that off to see if there's somebody in the box that'll get him on every 2nd cast. Yeah. Right?
So, here we are at the airport. Holiday's come to an end, and what a great holiday it was. We couldn't go home without saying a big thank you to Tourism Saskatchewan, to Chuck over at Prudence Point, who gave us a lovely log cabin to stay in, to Great Western Brewery, who kept us lubricated for the 4 days we were there, and also Big Centre TV for giving me the opportunity to win this prize, which was like a lottery win to Rob and I. Thank you very, very much.
We also need to say thank you to the new friends that we met.
Yeah.
Smitty and Neil, Terry, Kyle, Chad and Gord, all from Fishing Saskatchewan. Guys, we can't wait to see you again. We've had a spectacular time. The fishing was out of this world. The weather didn't always play ball, but you always made it happen for us. You always found us fish, whatever it took.
They worked so hard, didn't they? They just worked and worked.
Yeah.
You did. There was nothing more anybody could have done to have made that holiday better for us. It was awesome, guys. And if ever you come over to the UK, please, we'd love to try and repay some of that kindness you showed us both, because we love Canada, we love you guys, and we had the best time. Promise you, the best time ever. Thanks ever so much.
Thanks very much.
Take care.
I think so. That'll do it.
What did I say?
What?
It's a wrap.